Your drink order is given. So yeah, I've been hearing people say this a lot. Like it's actually a thing at the bar. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I can tell everything about somebody based on what they order to drink." Now, me personally, I don't sit there analyzing people like that, but I can't lie, it's an interesting conversation. Welcome to Gloss and Growth, where we keep it real, a little toxic, but always growing, evolving, and talking about real life relationships and the little things people swear mean more than they do. So today we're getting into this idea of what your drink order at the bar is supposedly saying about you, because apparently people have a whole science behind it. And not only that, it is also on TikTok where it's like people are like, if you order this drink, this is what it says about you, different things like that. And I would see those type of videos. Of course, I will watch them because I feel like it's fun and entertaining. But I never really paid attention to it until it happened to me. So let me tell y'all. So it was one night, me and my homegirl, we was at this bar, and I was like telling her, like, girl, I really want to go to this bar. Like I had been wanting to go to this said bar since it opened because I love the decor in the bar. You know, it was very demure. I felt like it was me, honey. So we get to the bar. Now, keep in mind, we went to actually another bar before we actually went to this bar. And so the whole time, like the whole night, I was drinking Patron and cranberry mixed. So I was like, I said, okay, when I get to this bar, I'm gonna order me a beer because one thing about it, Big Mama love a beer. Okay, yes, I'm a female and I drink beer, and I do install hardwood floors. Okay, that's my side business. Okay, if you want to know about that, just comment, and we'll work it together. We'll find something. We'll figure it out or whatever. So yeah, I love me a beer, specifically Modelo. I don't know if I said that or not, but yeah. So I was like, when I get in here, I'm gonna order me a beer because I had been drinking on liquor most of the night, and in my mind and how my brain chemistry is set up is for me, if I'm drinking liquor the whole night, I do need me a beer because I feel like the beer balanced me out, and it prevents me from having hangovers the next morning. I do like beer. I don't think beer is nasty at all. And I'm gonna just say what I say. So anyway, so I get a beer, and we run into one of her friends that she knew. And so, he was a nice looking guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bash none of these men that I talk about, but yeah, he was a nice looking guy. He was definitely older. He was like in his 40s. So he was looking me up and down. And from then on, like I knew like why he was looking me up and down, because I'm like, baby, I'm a beautiful woman. I know why you looking me up and down. Like you interested. You like what you see. So that's what I was thinking. So he was like, he asked me my name, and I told him, and he gave me his name. And so he was like, he immediately said, y'all, he was like, I'm scared of you. And I was like, you're scared of me? I'm like, why are you scared of me? Like, I haven't did anything yet. And so he was like, I'm really scared of you. And I'm like, why are you scared of me? I have not done anything to you yet. And he was like, you're drinking a beer. And I was like, okay, I'm drinking a beer. Why is that so scary? And he was like, women that drink beer beat on men, and they beat on men. And I said, what? So in my mind, I'm thinking, like, did my homegirl give him the 411 about me? Like, did she kind of like put him on game about me? Like, how do he know this? Like, this is my past. This is something I'm trying to leave in the past. Like, I'm trying to leave this behind me. So I was like, beat me. And I was like, no, I don't do that anymore. I said, I am a changed woman. Okay. My bat is in my Nissan, and it has been retired. I do not beat on men whatsoever. I don't do it anymore. I don't do it. I say, you have nothing to be scared of. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I am positive you have nothing to be scared of. That is the old me. The new me, I am evolving, honey. I don't do that no more. Now, I do want to, like, put out a disclaimer, I am not in no way, shape, or form promoting any type of domestic violence or abuse. This was, he was just joking. So, pretty much what I was trying to say with that story was he pretty much judged me based off of me drinking a beer. And I was just so appalled by that and how people really do pay attention to what you order at the bar and how they try to like see what your personality is by your drink that you order at the bar. So I just felt like that was just on cue of like what we're talking about. So I wanted to talk about the different drinks and how they are labeled, how people view you if you order these type of drinks. So there is a few. So bear with me, hold your mule, like Tabitha Brown be saying. So if you order a lemon drop, they're saying you add sweet, but you've got boundaries. You like things cute, a little dramatic, and definitely aesthetic. You didn't come to play, you came to sip, flirt a little, and still get home on time. With a tequila shot, if you order a tequila shot, you are chaos in human form in a fun way. You don't overthink decisions. You are the decision. You said one shot, and somehow that turned into a whole nice story. Yeah, been there, done that. Okay, so the tequila and cranberry or tequila and pineapple. You like to soften your chaos. You want the fun, but with flavor and control. You're the I'm not messy, I just have personality type. So it's like, I'm not messy, I'm the birthday. Okay, like y'all be saying brown liquor. So this is Hennessy, Jack Daniels, Crown Royal, whatever. You've been through things and you don't need your drink judging you too. You're bold, grounded, and a little emotionally complex. You don't sip, you commit. And one thing about it, baby, if I see you ordering some brown, baby, I'm gonna stay away from you. I'm gonna stay away from you and I'm gonna stay out your way, okay? Because I don't wanna be the next problem added. I don't want it. I'm gonna just stay, completely. I'm gonna be at a distance. I'm a social distance from you because, baby, you have experienced life. You have seen some things, and baby, I respect it, and I respect you. And like I said, I'm gonna move out your way. So a margarita. Now me, I love me a good margarita, but I definitely order margaritas when I'm just like out to eat with my homegirl or something. Like it's just very, out the way. So if you order a margarita, that means you are the life of the group chat and the brunch table. You like balance, fun, salty, sweet, and a little extra. You're here for a good time and a cute photo moment. And I'm gonna tell you something, them boomerangs, them margarita boomerangs that you do on Instagram and all that type of stuff, yes. That's what we're here for. Now, wine. Let's get into wine. So this can be any type of wine, red, white, whatever. You are either very relaxed or very over everything. Okay. So you enjoy soft life, energy, deep conversations, and pretending you're not judging everybody at the table. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, like with wine, I feel like, wine is for a certain setting, but at the same time, I don't know. Cause knowing me, I would probably order wine anywhere. And I do like drinking wine because it's just something about drinking wine. Like drinking wine makes you feel real sexy. It really do make you feel like you got everything in your life together, even when your life is falling apart. Like wine just do that to you. Wine make you feel real good about yourself. And I feel like we can also group wine with champagne. Like champagne is like, yes, I am luxury, honey. Like, baby, my husband is a millionaire. Okay, I own my own yacht. It's just a different feeling. It's just a different feeling when you're drinking like wine or champagne. Okay, so beer. Beer, oh Lord, you're low maintenance and easygoing. You don't need a production. You just need a vibe. You're the I'm chilling, don't make it complicated friend. And I feel that, as somebody that orders a beer, but I wouldn't say I'm low maintenance, but that's just what they're saying. Like if you order these types of drinks at the bar. So with a water, if you get water, baby, I just label you as the designated driver no matter if you don't drink, if you don't drink, period, if you don't feel like drinking, I just say you the designated driver, and that is completely okay because we don't play that drinking and driving over here. We do not drink and drive. You should never drink and drive. But here's what it says when you order water at the bar. You are either extremely responsible, healing, or currently watching everyone else make decisions in real time. You're hydrated, observant, and slightly unbothered, or plotting your exit early if you order a mixed drink. And some of the mixed drinks that I tried to come up with is like rum punch, party punch, or tequila sunrise, blue motorcycle, a sex on the beach, or a Long Island iced tea. It's saying that you are not here for simplicity. You want options, flavor, and a little personality in your cup. You like fun, but with customization, you're the type to say what's in it before ordering, but still end up getting something colorful anyway. So if you get a mixed drink, it's like saying you're social, expressive, and a little unpredictable. You don't like being boxed in. Your drink and your life usually has a mix of everything going on. You're the let's try it and see type instead of sticking to one lane. And I agree with that. Like, I agree with all of them because I have ordered some of these mixed drinks, but it's not to say that I'm an alcoholic or nothing, but I can agree with some of these descriptions. So, if you guys have a signature drink that you like to order at the bar, please comment and let me know because I am open to different recommendations when it comes down to ordering drinks at the bar. I am willing to explore and open up my taste buds a little bit, even if you have a little cute mocktail. Now, I know we didn't get into the description of mocktails, but I feel like they're self explanatory. But even if it's a mocktail, leave it down below because I'm open to even trying mocktails as well. So, yes, so comment your favorite drink, your signature drink. I would be willing to read and try them when I can. So, I wanted to get into the next topic. So, the next topic is spinning the block. Now, for me, when it comes down to spinning the block, I have mixed emotions. And I feel like I have mixed emotions when it comes down to spinning the block because I've spent the block and baby, when I have spent the block, it has showed me why I shouldn't have spent the block. And I feel like sometimes when we spin the block, we just be hoping for like something better, or we be wanting to see if that person has actually changed or if we have changed. And one thing about me is I just feel like spinning the block is not for me because every time I have tried to spin the block on somebody, whether it was like an ex, a old lover, a old fling, baby, it was just like, girl, why did you do that? Okay. You have no business. You had no business being on that block in the beginning. You had no business coming back to that block. Okay. Get away, get off the block and go to your own block and move on. So I wanted to know you guys' opinion about spinning the block. Like, do you guys, believe in spinning the block? And I feel like sometimes though, when you do spin the block, I feel like it has something to do with the person that you're spinning the block on and how everything ended. Like if it ended bad, like it's more so like, okay, why would you do that? But I can't judge because I've spent the block on someone and we've had a bad ending. But I think what confused me is like that person apologized to me about what they did. And then I'm like, okay, so this person has changed. But I feel like because a lot of people will say, well, you see Ashanti and Nelly, but if you think about it, they didn't really end on good terms either. But they came back together, and they're now married with a beautiful baby. But I just feel like it just depends on the person and the situation. And I feel like for me, I've had to learn that spinning the block is just not really in my ministry. Because I realized that sometimes I would spin the block, like I stated before, I would spin the block to see if I have really healed from this person and what this person has done to me, regardless if we ended on good terms or if we ended on bad terms. And I realized that I cannot let it go. I can't let it go. I can't let the situation go. I just cannot move on from it. So I just feel like there will not be any spinning the block in my future, unfortunately, because I can't let stuff go. Like I can't do it. I can't let it go. So I want to know you guys' opinions on that. So, yes. Now, I wanted to get into another topic. Okay. I want to get into another topic. I know this episode is all over the place, but y'all, please bear with me. Hold your mule. Like Tabitha Brown say, hold your mule, honey. Hold your mule. Because we're going for a ride. Okay. So, Candy Burris, the Candy Burris, okay, from Escape. Okay. She's also an actress. Candy do everything, okay? I love Candy on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. When Nene was like, sing Candy, I love Candy, okay? I feel like Candy is Candy is a businesswoman. Candy is that girl. So, anyways, Candy had did a song called, well, she covered Kalani's song Folded. And it has TikTok in an uproar. And let me say something. I feel like I'm on an island by myself because I actually like Candy's little remix to Fold It. So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Like, I like it. I really like when Candy sings the way that she sings. Like, I like how she sings on the Folded song. I really like it because she don't really try too hard. And I like the song, but I have been seeing so many TikTok videos saying, oh, Candy, please, girl, please, like, no more. Like, let's not do this or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm on the wrong side of TikTok. Put me on the side where everybody likes the song because I like it. I like Candy's voice. I just feel like her voice is so unique. I love the fact, I love how she sings. Like, I really do because it's so low. It's like she doesn't have to try so hard. Just like with Toni Braxton. It's like they don't have to try so hard. And I just love it. Even with Rihanna, like you don't have to try so hard. But I was just like, oh my gosh, like, why don't nobody like it? Like, I actually like the song. And everybody talking about something. It ain't, the song is not giving folded, it's giving crease. So that's why the episode is folded or crease. And I'm going to say it's folded, okay? I like it. Don't play with Candy because Candy has been in the music industry for a long time and that pen is valid. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want about Candy. You can say whatever you want about her. But that pen, you know what I'm saying? That pen is cashing out checks, okay? And I'm trying to be like Candy when I grow up. I don't care what nobody say. Candy can sit over there and remix whatever she want to remix, okay? She can remix Glorilla songs, okay? I like Candy. I'm just gonna be honest. I like Candy. I love her business ethic. Like, all jokes aside, I really love her business ethic. I love, how she's always getting to the bag. I love how she's just an entrepreneur. Like, she really has that entrepreneur spirit and she's very consistent. And that's what really makes me respect someone like her, especially with being an entrepreneur and everything and owning different businesses. She just keeps going. She doesn't stop. It's like she's always thinking of ways to make money and to bring income. And she knows what to get, like how to get our attention. So I respect Candy Burris. And like I say, in the words of Nene, sing Candy, okay? So that leads into our last topic of today. And I wanted to talk about the stigma of when it comes to working from home. So I wanted to share like some little fun facts that I got off of the website when it comes down to working from home. So they said something about better focus. So it says can't talk, can I? 62% of people feel more productive at home with fewer office politics and interruptions. Now, I work from home. And I kind of agree with it, you know what I'm saying? Cause depending on, I really feel like it just really depends on your job and what all you have to do during the day. Whereas like you can do your job and then also do laundry or, prep for dinner. Like, but I don't know. It's kind of hard. With that fact, it's like, okay, I'm on the fence a little bit. virtual happy hour. While 30% of remote workers admitted to being under the influence during work, it is widely discouraged. First of all, I don't even understand like people that are willing to be under the influence while they work. That is such a bold move to do. Something that I would never do because that is so risky. Like one thing about working from home, when it comes down to like your supervisors or anything, you don't know when they're going to ever call you or when you're going to have a meeting or when you're going to have to talk to somebody. It's just risky. And I don't play with that, baby. Happy hour will be when I clock out, okay? And when I am away from my computer and my monitor, okay? Because I'm not playing like that. I don't play like that. Talent freedom, it says companies are no longer limited by geography, allowing them to hire the best talent from anywhere. And that is true. I can't say like working from home. I do work with people that are like in different states, and it's, really good to learn about like what's going on. Like, for example, like where I work, they always talk about like the weather. Like, I know a month ago, like there was a certain state, I can't remember, but one of my coworkers lived there and she was talking about how they was having snow. And it was like, what? You have snow? Like they had just got snow in March. And I'm like, what? It's snowing in March? Like, what is going on over there? So it's yeah, you can get hired anywhere. It doesn't matter. Um, Although there are some restrictions, there are some work from home jobs that will not really hire you. You do have to live in a certain state for them to hire you. So, but normally they have that on the application. Um, Also, another interesting fact is that younger generations are more in favor of remote work, according to our remote workforce report. 42% of Gen Z would leave their current job for a remote work opportunity, whereas 21% of boomers say that remote work has no particular benefit. Now, I'm gonna be honest, in this day and age, most of us Gen Z, we would rather work from home because it's more convenient. I know for me, I am a single parent. I have a daughter. Working from home for me is a good flexibility. Like it's really good flexibility for me because I don't have to worry about like, oh, who's going to watch my daughter while I'm at work when she can literally be in my room or her room while I'm working because my daughter is of age to know, okay, when mommy is at the computer, mommy is working. Um I do agree with some of the baby boomers out there. They do feel like, okay, like it really is no particular benefit because, we can't see what they're doing. We don't know what they're doing. Like I do get both points of the facts, but I like working from home because it helps me save on gas. Okay. And they put in water in the gas. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying the way the gas prices is now, it's like, baby, $20 is not getting me nowhere but up the street and around the corner. Barely up the street and barely around the corner. So I do save on gas when working from home. But some of the stigmas I feel like that, is placed on us working from home is like, oh, you work from home. How can you be tired? Baby, you try staring at a computer for 8 hours or more and doing excessive amount of work. You're going to get tired. You're going to get drained. And, a lot of people just feel like because we work from home that, it's not, it's less stress. And it's like, yes, it's less stress because we are working from home and, we don't have to like travel for work. But I don't feel like people look at just like the physical part of it and not understanding that it's a mental thing because even when you work from home you can get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like working Monday through Friday, that can burn you out, especially if you're talking on the phone every day. You can get burnt out from that. And although we're working from home, baby, like it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like we may use our break to fold some clothes. We may use our lunch to go and run an errand or two because most of our jobs is from like it's a 9 to 5 job. So about time we get off, everything is closed. So we might use our, like I said, we might use our lunch to go and pay a bill or go to a doctor's appointment. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I just be wanting people from the outside to give us people that work from home just a little bit of grace, because although we do have the luxury of working from home, and I know some of us are very blessed and thankful, because I know I am, it is hard at times, because we do have to find that balance, and we do have to make sure that our mental is intact, because with us working from home all the time, that could cause us to not want to really go anywhere. Like, we don't be wanting to be around people. It can really isolate us. So I just ask, like, if you have any people out there that that work from home, check on them, take them out. You know what I'm saying? See where they are at, because we have it just as rough, you know what I'm saying, as anybody that's out there actually working, you know, out there, working in the buildings, working with the public. We have it just as worse. The only difference is you're out there in the public and we are at home, okay? Sometimes we do get stressed out in our own house. So, yes, like I said, give these people grace, check in on them. If you know anybody, check in on them, ask them, do they want to go somewhere, and be kind, be nice. So that was the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment, you guys. Please comment. Please like the video. I do appreciate you guys for sticking around and listening. And also, if you have certain topics that you would like for me to talk about, please comment and let me know something, honey. Like, let me know, because if you don't say nothing, then I'm not going to know. Then I'm going to be over here trying to brainstorm everything, okay? It's hard over here. It's hard out here for a pimp. But anyways, I'm going to close this. I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or your week, wherever you are at. And know that I will be back, and I love you. Bye.